Okay, so this is the final of the Spingold quarter four.
This is a natural lead, but if from declarer's perspective, it will give a ninth trick. Even if a heart is returned now, then we'll get one heart, one diamond rough. As well as well, it does have to choose how to get back to his hand. If that were rough, there might have been a problem if West had ace of spades. Because of that, it would make 10 tricks.
Okay, 7 clubs, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh well, got a close match here. But we won. 8 imps in it. I guess the score's right now. North pass. 7. So probably East West are going to be in 3 no trumps. Club. Are you? Is South going to bid something like 2 no trumps? I don't know. Not sure what 2N would be here. Might be diamonds and
There's
hearts.
some possibilities for the one club call.
There we go, 2N. Red suits. Well, the 2 lowest suits, it just happens that the red suit. What's Tracy saying here? Basically, West wants to double diamonds.
Now, treats the club as natural, I assume, because the 2 no with hearts and diamonds.
Oh, not going to happen. One, 2.
Would expect East-West end up in a game, but 6 clubs East-West is actually interesting. This club's up.
Not that interesting. It's straight off, pretty much.
If declare guesses right, which is not impossible on the bidding, it might be important to get the ace of spades out of the West hand. Otherwise, East West can get three diamond tricks by guessing diamonds.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying, actually. Yeah, the diamonds. Good point. Didn't even see those diamonds. Yeah, on a diamond lead, 6 clubs can make.
I'm guessing 4-note here is just to play. It's a very practical thing to do with these cards.
Hmm.
If it ended up in 6-note, it's the same situation as 6 clubs, I think. Okay, they're just going to play the very reasonable 5 clubs. I mean, 6. So 5 will be very easy. So if they were in 6, just having fun here, East would throw the King of Hearts on this to keep the Queen of Hearts entry to dummy. Of course, in 5 clubs, I can't imagine East taking the diamond for this. But in the double dummy or playing for 6 situation, playing a spade lead can't beat them now because the Queen of Hearts has become an entry. Okay, after this play, I think he will take a diamond finesse. Since South has shown diamonds.
Yeah.
Of course, if the diamond finesse was wrong, he still had 5 this way.
All right. 6, 7, 8, 12 count. Can't remember now if they're playing a strong club. So they might open, well, they might open 2 clubs with this hand. or one diamond. I can't remember what they're playing exactly. So yeah, it's just a 2 card suit they're playing. Negative double from West. Now North could bid a redouble here, showing an honor in spades, ace or king, depends on how you play it. Rosencrantz redouble. It's a really useful system because here with this ace queen to 6, you can just confidently underlead your spade, knowing partner's got a king.
You don't expect North to bid here. Question is whether East bids one more time. But now, well, I thought North might consider bidding there, but doesn't.
Yeah, the 2 spades then must show more than 13 points. And a 6 card suit, or even 7 card suit.
And this is a touch and go contract. The player has initially 5 losers. And the question is whether it can get rid of one of them. The diamond spots are interesting. This leader does give the player a nice trick.
What? Why is he playing it like that? Well,
If the player chooses not to use it. Hibitzer points out that some people would have played that a redouble of West double would show a spade honor. And that would have been useful here. I don't know what North South were playing here. On board 16, they got the 5 hearts, which was a little high, but they came in, so they made it. I am surprised that Declare did not play the heart opener for the heart open leader for Queen Jack for a hearts and chose not to keep that position.
Yeah, bonkers.
And I really don't understand why he didn't do this. As I say many times, these are better players than I am, so must have been a reason. By the way, as far as I'm pretty sure that the scoring problems were taken care of, and this is the correct score here.
Yeah.
So now West has a decision to make in the balancing position. Hunter often wants to double in these situations, so in other words, East often wants to pass the penalty double. The
1, 2,
disadvantage in
3,
double is some days it
4,
might
5,
force
6.
East to bid a 4-card minor, and then East West get overboard. East might also consider 3-0 trump given the vulnerability. He has the double heart stop early. Doesn't have a heck of a lot of tricks in no trump. Although with the club on side, this actually maybe does come in. Well, no, it could come in with sloppy, but it can be beat. So without any spade tricks, the player might have 4 clubs, no, only 3 clubs, 2 hearts, a diamond. So he needs spades to come in. And for spades to come in, he needs two entries. With the Jack of Clubs will provide one. I assume we're going to get a heartbeat here. Now he says that West did provide something in hearts. But the nine of hearts is a eventual stopper. You may duck one round, or even two. I don't know. So diamonds and hearts are available for trips. A club switch would take away a necessary entry to dummy. So that's probably why East is playing a heart immediately. And may start on spades now. With king of clubs on side and spades 3-2, there are a lot of spades that tricks that can be made here. Not enough to make the contract, but tricks for trip. There'll be 5 spade tricks. Actually, maybe it is enough. It is enough. It is enough tricks if the defense doesn't set up their tricks. Transportation is not non-existent. If, for instance, I mean, there is, he can start spades from his hand, but then he has, if north-south made a mistake and just continued hearts, then they could let him make it, but that would be pretty bad defense. So I will agree that transportation is bad. I won't agree for non-existent. It's definitely bad. One thing North has to not do now is cash the 2 hearts. But he knows his partner probably has 1 heart still. Whoops. Okay. Still okay if he plays a diamond at this point. Okay. So at this point, I might only get 4 more trips.
Okay. Well, it's a 4 spades, maybe. Oh, 6, 7, 10, 12. 10, 11, 6 card spade suit. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like a double from south.
Nobody passes a 12 count these days, no matter how bad it is.
Yeah, it's like the worst 12 count. And no
Yeah, that's
10s,
the
9s,
worst
or
one from
aces,
that.
and the 4, 3, 3, 3. So 2 spades, a heart is 3, 3 clubs is 6, a couple of diamonds is 8, potentially.
That gets a very suitable dummy to
But likely to make
provide enough trips for
4
this.
spades and 2 minor aces. So I think this is going to make 7. 2 spades, set up clubs. 3, 4.
So at board 17, they matched the 5 clubs, making 6 for a push.
And the king by a club. 10 of hearts back.
I'm not sure how important the 9 of spades. Oh, if Versace had 9 doubleton, that would be a lot different, yes. But if singleton were the 9 rather than the small one, I don't think it makes any difference. Okay.
One, two, five.
Well, North is thinking for a while, but it just seems like starting to set up clubs now. It's just the natural way of playing this one. The more interesting thing will be to figure out the heart suit when the defense eventually attacks back.
Yeah.
And now that the player has
Ducks here.
an entry to the south hand in clubs, it might be best just to win this with the ace and hope for blockage.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And attack the diamonds. That looks like what he's doing. And we'll now set up diamonds while there's a
Might unblock with the Queen of Hearts now.
Now it's likely that East will be forced to give North a spade trick.
I think he'll play a diamond, maybe. Here. Not sure.
Then the declare takes probably has a count on the hand since but it's just 90 tricks. Okay. Just plus 90.
Oh, I thought he'd get an extra trick now. Hold on a minute.
Players often take a long time to play, but then when they get near the end and claim, they claim very quickly, which is hard for view graph operators.
Six, seven. Yeah. Oh, it could have made 8. Just plays a spade.
The last few boards, they have been relatively good positions for north-south.
Okay, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 clubs. Okay, I'm guessing that's not forcing. 2 hearts. Good raising spades. Seven, 8. You can have 6 spades.
Do you hear me? Okay, so some people do, which is enough. Okay, so 3 spades seems to be an aggressive bid with these hands. I assume that's invitational here. It looks to me like 3 spades is down 1. 2 heart losers, a club loser, ace of spades, and 1 heart drop. But it's not, I don't know. Okay, not sure about the meaning. I'm also not sure about it. It seems like a weird time to be doubling 3 spades for penalties, so
Yeah.
now Wes is trying to figure out what's going on here and decides just to get out of there.
Yeah.
He probably thinks there's a reasonable chance of setting this, but the imp odds are against doubling for this, at this point, of course. This looks like it should be down one. If the player tries to attack, set up diamonds, will probably get the rough. And if well, this gives some chances here because now the diamond rough is not in play, or be well, not completely out of play, but less likely. Well, the club spots are such that declare. Let's see. The declare plans on dropping one spade. Oh, this will give an extra trip. This will give an extra trick, and this actually might be enough for declare. Well, certainly declare to make a double dummy at this point. The player were to pitch two spades on the hearts and play a diamond, then declare has to play clubs from the top. But then playing clubs from the top will make it. The player is taking a while to decide between playing 10 and queen, probably. You'd like to be able to tell them it doesn't make any difference and get on with the play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, the other possibility was pitching diamond and trying to rough spade, but he's going this way. Now, now he has to play clubs, ace of clubs, club to the queen in order to make this.
Oh, I'll get you a guess what he is doing. Right, okay.
And South will succeed in this, in a contract he could have gone down in. On board 18, North-South actually made 3 spades. So East-West, even though they went down in 3 clubs, picked up 3 ends, but they could have picked up more if they had made their 3 clubs.
Okay, East 7, 8, 10, 11, 14 count. Probably a club opener. 15. Heart over call.
East-West play a right. East-West is played good 14 to 17, no trouble when vulnerable. At least according to the card I have. We'll decide how good East's hand is, at least from East's perspective. So a relatively normal club, although short. One spade is the modern way to deny spades. We used to bid one spade to show spades, but now we bid it to deny spades. These
So,
West can take these
3 of diamonds is
4,
encouraging.
7 tricks, they may be on their way to doing it. Carried a butt nice by North-South here. Since clubs were 3-3, it was important to get all the tricks initially. I am assuming we're going to get a hard play here.
And imps on board 19.
Well, at board 19, West played a simple 2 spades, making 3. That actually that was not available to our players at this table, but that was a big win for the Bremark team. The running score up there is correct. Fleisher up by 8. I'm surprised it's taking a long time to get the 10 of hearts on the table here. These will probably dock with the small chance that South had a 6-card heart suit. Now with the cash the ace of hearts, East doesn't need to check whether clubs are breaking or not. So far, north-south here seems to be getting the edge on most of the boards. Some of them just by luck, but just I have the feeling of north-south playing very tightly here.
Okay, South 5, 4, 7, 11. Pass. 12 count, another bad 12 count.
The natural contract is 4 spades, which makes easily with the diamond finesse on, which it is today. It has chances with the diamond finesse off, so it's a good contract you want to be in.
Hmm. The 2-0 trumps is a good raise to 3 spades.
I'm guessing 2-0 is a limit, or limit plus raise in spades, and not natural. So confirm that it also does show a 4th spade. I don't know what 3 clubs and 3 diamonds are, but once South has a passed hand, but has an invite with 4 spades, so 4 spades is the place to play the hand. It's hard to imagine a South passed hand with enough for slam. So this club lead takes away one of the other possible ways North could make the hand. if the ace of clubs were on side, that might produce either through diamond pitches on clubs, or no club loser, depending on which way it was, whether the ace of clubs was stuck or not.
You know, there's a club and two hearts. Huh?
I guess ducking here would be picking up a trick if West had started with ace double for the clubs. But ducking a heart might gain in some situations if the hearts were 4-2 and they couldn't cash a heart. But actually, Declare's communication is getting a bit tricky because he still has to take the roughing finessing club. Well, I guess he's like, he doesn't need the roughing finessing clubs because hearts are 3-3, but he doesn't know hearts are 3-3.
Guess he was playing for a 7-1 club.
At least that's what I think. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not sure.
Okay, 14 count. Looks like a spade opening. 14 count. Don't know where to go. Probably pass. Or an aggressive one, no trump. Or double, obviously.
So double with the north hand has the disadvantage of maybe ending up in a minor suit you don't want to be in. But passing risks missing a heart game or something if you don't have a chance to show your opening hand with 4 hearts.
Club and two diamonds to lose is 3. Heart is 4. Could be interesting.
East will, I assume, will come in here. The choices are two diamonds and doubles, so it's two diamonds, okay. South may take the opportunity to show the hearts now for free, almost for free.
Yeah. Now they found the contract.
I don't think West wants to sell out at two hearts.
It's got to be 3 diamonds for this. Yeah.
So in board 20, North-South played 3 clubs, which were kind of an ugly contract for down a couple of vulnerable tricks. So that was a nice another push for Bremark. And now the match is just about tied.
Oh. 1, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't look good. Only 50s out. What would 3 diamonds do? You'd lose a club, spade. Difficult to know with the hearts. How are they going to set up the spades? And wow, 1 imp in it now, guys.
So this is not a good contract. It's not double, so and 3 diamonds is probably coming in, so there's no problem being there.
Turkish takeout double. Right.
West stocks, which you don't want to give North-South any more communication. West shifts to the diamond while he still has a spade entry. We can play another diamond. And North diamond is terrible. Thank you, John. I didn't understand the comment there. So your explanation. Yes. No, that's the sound of Chicago, downtown Chicago. The wouldn't have helped North End or South to play King there because there's another club coming through at some point. It may be just one more trick now, the diamond. That's a good try by West, but the before I moved to Chicago, I heard this about Windy City meeting that is about politicians, but then I moved to Chicago and found out, honest to goodness, it is windy. I think the player lost one more trick that he needed to there.
$16 count, one no trump. Double can often be vulnerable only a 7 count. Double you could play as minor and major. Five, six, seven, eight, nine. So you're going to bid two clubs. Look for a 4-4 major. If not, end up in 2 or 3 no trumps. Okay, flat board.
I think the window is 14 to 16 here, non-vulnerable.
Okay. This could be like some sort of puppet stamen here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
3 clubs is listed as puppet statement on their card. So that 3 spades is probably showing the 4 hearts, and yes, that's what's happening here. So 3 is a very good contract. So it's running into 4-1 clubs here.
Three spades and the ace of diamonds.
South was aggressive as mentioned, but North has a maximum for his bidding, so it is a very good contract. Good point. I was also thinking that John was saying that when West doesn't return a diamond here, that may give North a clue. What North has to do to make is to start clubs low to the 10. But he will get to run 4 hearts before doing this. So then I'll know hearts are 4-2. And who knows, maybe he'll learn the spade position if those are played. But if West plays hearts now, he will not give anything away about the spade position.
No, that's right. Yeah, you can play it.
So just to recall, I mean, West knows that North does not have four hearts and does not have five spades. And those are the two things that the bidding showed. It's interesting here that the spade play gave North an extra entry to dummy. So he could have played for 4-1 clubs and testing for the stiff club, stiff jack of club. And for a moment there, I thought that might be what he was doing.
Oh, that's all gone out the window.
Without the entry to dummy, he would not have been able to cater to stiff jack of club for playing for 4-1. Now East West has four tricks when they get in. Well, not necessarily here. Actually, this situation. Oh, I know the pub spots for such things. Yeah, okay. So at this point, the Bremark team has taken the lead for the first time in a while. And they are up 5 imps after four clubs failed in the other room of board 21.
No, you can work it out.
So finding out that West has four spades is going to discourage North with that hand. And his partner has a one heart overcall, so not looking so exciting. Still probably going to have a little bit of spades.
Okay, forget about it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, one club, one heart. Seven, eight, nine.
For those listening to all the uh, traffic noise, there's also I think, there's a Beyonce concert going on at Soldier Field. I don't live too far away from Soldier Field. So that's also affecting the amount of traffic and frustrated drivers.
Three, four, five, six, seven. Wow.
I assume South is going to stop now. This contract has play if they start the way we expect them to start. At least now that the club position has been given away.
Well, it shows the diamond. Oh,
So at this point, it may just be North will only have 3 spade losers and 2 club losers. It would assume he won that with the ace of diamonds. Maybe that well, doesn't make any difference. Well, I guess he can pitch the ace of diamonds, okay. He knows that he probably doesn't need to do this because West probably has 4 spades and there's probably no diamond upcoming. So another solid position for North-South. So at board 22, where North-South had to cash the first 7 tricks to beat 1 no trump, they also did that in the other room. So that was a push. So North has an interesting bid here.
So it depends what kind of 11 style you play here. Well, could be 3 no trumps.
3 no trump. We'll make with
Without a stopper, I think.
king of spades outside.
What is the most important factor in this match? Winning by 1 imp.
There's a chance they might try 4 spades, which would be a bit tricky with the 5-1 break.
Two hearts. Oh, 5 clubs makes.
I don't know whether East-West are going to compete in diamonds. Assuming they don't miscast diamonds, they might have just one loser in each suit with the hearts coming down.
No, I don't think.
Might raise just for 4 diamonds here, just to get the auction up a bit. If South bid 4 spades over that, my guess is that North will correct the 5 clubs. So all I'm doing here is guessing. West might choose to go to 5 diamonds to be here. The 4 diamonds queens. Okay. East chose not to bid. South might decide this diamond holding is saying play 3 no trump. Like I said before, both of those contracts make with the spade finesse. I think 3 no would look much better I mean, West could have king, queen, and diamonds, but in fact, most of the time, West will have king, queen, and diamonds on this auction, in which case 3-0 might be the place to play.
Hmm.
Well, I agree with doubling instead of being a mini of 4 clubs. I just thought that having made the double, one would convert to clubs to play a big spade. I find passing East first pass limiting 4 diamonds a rather unusual combination. I probably would have bid the 4 diamonds the first time. It doesn't work to give the lead director against 3-0 trump after 3-0 has been bid rather than before. So most likely this will be -1.
In a minute.
Looks like 424 will be a few imps, a couple of imps to the a couple of imps to the Fleisher team. They're playing only 2 hearts, so that could even go down only 1. I can't imagine it going down more than 2. Every imp matters here. I'm not sure whether, okay, I don't know where the break in tempo was. The only one I could imagine having a break in tempo was East. And East is the one who did again.
Double still playing it out. Okay. I'm just uploading the previous match. Okay, takes a while to upload. Jack of Hearts.
This is forcing South to make some kind of favorable lead. I don't think there's the timing of setting up the spade in trouble. South has really two choices here. One is to break hearts, and the other is just to decide that his Jack of Diamonds is dead and to play diamond. South probably has essentially a complete count on West hand. West almost surely wouldn't be 6 diamonds and 5 hearts on this. North would probably not have only 2 spades. Maybe it's possible. I guess maybe North could have only two spades on his hand. So I agree that I think just playing diamond as the safest thing is the best. Now we can see that East-West do not have the entries to both set up spades and cash a long spade. If South plays a diamond now, that will give East, well, depends which diamond is played. I don't think this is going to give away the contract. That's going to make the West now knows the fourth hearts is going to be pitched. Actually, maybe this does. This is because South is then played again. South plays a spade. West can ruff another spade, play a heart to the ace. Well, we can't play two spades. Can't play. Probably okay. Now, if you play a spade to the king, he can set up the fifth spade, but he can't both use it and take a diamond the next. A jack of hearts play now could be disastrous. A jack of hearts would have let the player play king, 10 of hearts. Well, actually, that wouldn't have worked either. This is okay. There was just -1 and 2 hearts on board 24. And so North South will eventually get their trick. There's a very unlikely chance of a spade heart squeeze at this point or something. I don't know. They might as well play it out. So but of course, North South do have a game on 27 if they did it. At least 2 games that they would have made. I'm not sure how much longer I can stay here tonight, so I wish they'd keep moving. Last night's Fleisher fourth quarter was anything but dramatic. The fourth quarter of last night, Fleischer had such a large lead, the play got very sloppy. So the bad news from what we're hearing is that there's some chance this thing will actually go to a committee. However they decide these things now. And I would really hate for a Spingold final to depend on a committee decision.
Mm-hmm. 1 diamond, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 16. 1 diamond, 1 heart, 2 clubs. 6, 7, 8.
With the friendly north-south distribution, east-west can make 4 hearts on these cards. They can also make 3-0 unless north-south decides to take the first 7 tricks. But 4 hearts requires hearts to be 3-3 because the jack of hearts is needed to ruff a spade after they cash the top 3 tricks. So 3-0, I don't know if that's really a invitation to play or not. It is. Now South has a interesting lead, very important lead problem. Clearly, a low spade will be disastrous. An ace of spades would be great, and a diamond would give the decision to partner. Somehow I don't see a diamond lead here. If it was, I think North would shift to the spade. Well, the good news for North-South is that East-West could have made 4 hearts legitimately.
Pass 6, 8, 11. Pass. Actually, East might open. Couple of
So I
tens.
expect North-South to get the game here. And they have to decide between 3-0 and 4 spades.
Okay, didn't think they would.
With the East-West cards the way they are, nothing is going to be difficult to make.
It's going to make 11 tricks in spades.
With the East-West cards, they in fact make 5 clubs if they got there. So there's not going to be a big swing here, but of course overtricks are important. one heart showing spades. I assume our most game clue. But it doesn't show it. Right, so maybe I've been trying to learn the game of bridge and seeing these bids and trying to figure out what they mean. So if he's now found out that North is five spades, four clubs, he may choose four spades. Although he does double stoppers in the red suit. Well, potential double stopper at hearts, not guaranteed. I don't think he ended up in four hearts. It would be amusing if they did, but I don't think that happened. Probably four spades passed out. I'm hoping West leads a red suit just to get this contract over with fairly quickly. So this lead puts a club rough as a possibility from the player's perspective, which means you're probably going to draw trump quickly.
You might take a.
Finessing the 9 here to protect against queen jack small small might lead to a club rough that wasn't coming naturally. So I would be surprised if he finesses. I expect him to start hearts with the hope that maybe he won't have to take a diamond for this. It is not impossible that West has all the remaining clubs here. I don't think they don't know their leads well enough. But it seems natural to lead a club to the ace and bring another heart, play another heart. But if East were roughing the ace of clubs and East put a diamond through, then Declare could be going down, but would be unlucky. And now Declare can claim -1. That's right. Well, all but one of the remaining tricks, I know. So I hear that North-South is in no trump on board 27. And if they're in no trump, they're going to make no trump. So that will be a big push, big board for the Fleisher team. But there has been a question. The director has been called about the auction here. And we have no more information about that. So here's the final board at this table. And it looks like 4 of the majors is a normal place to play it. They could sniff at a slam. Well, over tricks may be important here, but I think I am going to be leaving now because my wife has been waiting to go out to dinner. I think I better do this now. So thank you, everybody. And I won't find out the result until I come back from dinner.
We're winning a world championship junior competition starting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that you were coaching some of the juniors. I also was. I've been coaching one of the pairs on USA 2 under 26.
Oh, yeah, which one?
Cornelius Duffy and Stella Wand.
Huh? I played with Stella in an event at the Nationals in Las Vegas, as a matter of fact, Swiss teams.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what it is.
Balanced 11s and not making crazy preamps. They are very much just.
They're both old souls.
That certainly sounds like it.
Yeah, I was coaching two pairs from one of the under 21 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Hugh and Arthur Zhu.
Mm-hmm.
And Rory Zhao and Jonathan. Man, my number's not completely.
Too much fun when you're younger.
Yeah, that's why they call it dope.
That's interesting. Lorenzini has pitched his 9 of spades. You thinking about something strange that we're not seeing here?
Well, he's thinking about the end play possibilities, but the problem with end play possibilities is that one imp that you're pitching with 9 of spades might be the match.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what I don't see what end play he's thinking of. To be honest.
You, Y-U-E.
Okay.
Yeah, I was helpful for them because they play Meckwell Light. I've been raised on Meckwell Light.
Yeah, it's all the rage. Okay. All right. He's taking the spade for us, but not going to be.
Yeah, I was playing Meckwell Light before it was Meckwell Light. Back then it was Kathy Way Dinosaur.
Uh-huh. Did she have the 1 heart?
No.
Yeah. My understanding is that's the sort of the cornerstone of the modern Meckwell Light is that 1 heart response to 1 club.
Yeah, it was invented for Solway, as a matter of fact. Rodwell invented it specifically for Solway.
Mm-hmm.
So Solway and Hammond were like the first ones to really test it.
So this board does put Fleisher in the lead.
Did that one matter? No, it's still 8 imps either way. One trick, I should say, not one imp.
Yeah. Well, 8 imps to Fleisher. That's with 3 to go. This looks like a potentially good board for Fleisher as well. He's not good and made a game, which on Trump we can see if it's played from the wrong side or if the ace of spades is led, will lead to it going down. Or a diamond lead in a spade shift. So this figures to be a good result for them as well.
Yeah, again, I'm having issues trying to figure out how the option went.
Diamond, a heart, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, alerted. 3 clubs. So 2 clubs is probably some sort of Gazilli, maybe.
Oh, that's why they're playing Gazilli, right? So they're playing Gazilli here too, so they should have no problem reaching game.
Mm-hmm.
Back 4 hearts. We don't have to worry about running spades.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about spade tapping the dummy, ace of hearts, and then Trump's breaking poorly. But we can see that either game of 4 hearts, we don't have to worry about the spades. We have to worry about the parts are not breaking well. Trump, we are theoretically off the first side of spades, but they didn't take them up in the table.
Well, I just got an email from a friend of mine who says, 1 sentence, this is excruciating. I love you, dear.
See if she
get
can.
another sharp email about that.
I think after this start, East-West are not gonna be playing 3-0 trump. Now that South is over called the spade. Randall probably did 3 clubs. And that might actually end the auction. What do you do as the West hand one partners up the diamond and then reputs 3 clubs?
Not a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna go 3 clubs all times. I mean, maybe Versace will think he needs to compete to the 3 level with his 9 trumps between the 2 sides.
Well, again, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well do it immediately.
No,
I don't think he's gonna compete with the 3 level.
yeah, I mean, he's got very poor shape, and the Ace Jack of Diamonds doesn't look like it's worth anything more than the Ace of Diamonds. It's part of just over, yeah, it did go 3 clubs all pass. So this is gonna be another 7 or so imps to Fleisher. They'll be up double digits with 2 boards to go.
That's the match. Can't remember what board 29's like. Board 30 should be flat.
The timestamp on the email was 41 minutes ago.
She ain't seen nothing yet.
Seen nothing yet.
Well, it's a good thing the match is close, otherwise we've been gone.
Yeah. Often when the dummy takes preference to declare second suit while in trump. Here, Lauren Denny is thinking, I'm just going to try to tap and declare in space.
Well, we only have 21 kibitzers, 2,120 kibitzers.
That's a lot.
Well, we probably had about 6,000.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, the match is close. I think he didn't lead a trump because A, it might blow a trick when he has Jackie 1. B, King 3 of diamonds doesn't exactly scream trump ship. So I figured he laid down the Ace of diamonds to see whether he should shift to a trump or not.
Ace of spades, yeah.
Ace of spades, I mean.
Probably play ace queen of clubs here and then ace jack of hearts.
You can see that with both
Right, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Jack of hearts is an interesting play. He wants to get count in the heart suit. You get a better count when you lead the jack rather than the ace.
Right.
For sure. Unfortunately, it does block the heart suit as well, though. I guess he's going to ace of clubs, queen of clubs, ace of hearts. Yeah.
If it moves, he's cashing 2 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Then it doesn't really hurt because he's going to wind up with the 3rd club in the dummy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll take 5 hearts and 5 clubs for 130, and that'll be 8 more imps to Fleisher. So it'll be about 14 imps with
2 boards to go.
Yeah, so they will need swings on both boards or 1 catastrophe for Fleisher.
South, good games.
Yeah, we can see the scores on 29-30 North South bid a game on bid and made games on both of them. So it will take something very strange happening for.
Two-less games.
Yeah.
We can't go wrong here, even if he plays small club to the king for some sort of safety reason.
Thinking about now. Seems committed.
Yeah, I mean,
Comes on 3-2, man. He's in big trouble anyway, so.
just got a text from somebody you might remember from the our Burger and Bridge Club days named Gary Gordon.
Gary who?
Gary Gordon, do you remember Gary Gordon? He asked if the players were sleeping.
Well, one of these days we'll get cameras and we'll know.
Yeah, all right. 8M's deflection. The Fleisher started out with a 10 to nothing lead in the first three boards. Then
This match is now over.
Bremark picked up 23 in a three-board stretch. They put them into the lead, but too late swings to the Fleisher team that put them back in front.
Like a good old NBA game where they keep getting runs.
Mm-hmm. Here we have 18 up to date. I don't see us missing a game on this combination. South will presumably up on the club, but not the open two diamond showing, but showing something in this range, I guess.
I'll probably also like two hearts transfer. I don't know, actually. There's no room for transfers for both suits, so we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I think this is, he just going to bid three hearts transfers as if his partner opened Nystrom.
Because they need two hearts and two spades to be able to play there.
Right.
Oh, two hearts is a transfer.
Poor guess on our part again. Three clubs now, 25 said four clubs, game 4 singles. Well, in my world, just guessing about the north-south system.
Do what three hearts is, but if it's natural-ish, I would be no more. Good spades in some form or another. Or maybe two spades again, a deep three.
Yeah, these last two boards are.
See, this is a relatively friendly deal for Lorenzini, but he doesn't know. He's got potential losers all over the place. Might have two spade losers, might have two heart losers, might have a diamond loser. Probably is fearful that Jack of Clubs later goes from a singleton, so he's gonna want to get some trumps out of the stand. Thinking just like the next spade.
Well, with the 8 of clubs coming down, he doesn't have to worry about Jack 10 fourth anymore.
Mm-hmm. We still have to worry about 4-1 spades and the ace queen of hearts being bad.
Right. I mean, the one thing we know about on this hand, he wants to lose all tricks to the left hand. Even if you have two heart losers, you can potentially set up a heart trick and pitch a diamond away. Normal to just draw 2 rounds of trumps, ending in the dummy and playing a heart.
Mm-hmm.
No clubs are guessable because the 8 came down. Should be a pretty easy hand to make.
Might play a safety play.
So
he could put in the 9 here as a safety play. He hasn't done. And now it's right to play the hearts. Yeah, because we've seen this once before. Come on, commentators. Ugh. You might play West for 4 clubs, so you might play the Queen of Clubs first. I don't know.
So the 8 of clubs is an interesting card because it's a mandatory false card when you have 10-8 fourth.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, so it's 11 tricks now.
Now Declare has a diamond pitch on his king of hearts, and he's going to make the same 5 those made in the other table.
And that would virtually ice the match.
Yeah, we got 14 with a normal-ish looking game on the last board as well. So
yeah, you need to make a slam double or collect a number.
Mm-hmm.
1100 in order to win the match at this point. So I'm going out on a limb and saying congratulations to the Fleisher team.
Yes, and as Larry pointed out, they had a tougher road to hoe.
Yeah, this is over now, guys. So
I
may as well see it out. What the heck? 3
5
o'clock in the
seed
morning now.
8, and the top seed in the semifinals. Top seed being Zimmerman. A fine performance for them. Also a fine performance for the Bremark team. I think this is Mr. Bremark's first appearance in the United States, and to make the finals of our toughest event in his first try is quite an impressive accomplishment.
I know, he'll be back.
Yeah,
it's kind of like winning money in your first craps game.
Oh yeah. So Lorenzini sees partner make what I presume is a limit race or better. He, from his point of view, partner, we can easily still have a slam. Just takes an ace queen fourth of spades, king of hearts, and a little more. Matisse is going to hate everything about his hand now. The 3 little clubs, the 3 little hearts. There's only 3 trumps. If I'm assuming correctly that 3 clubs is limit raise or better, he's going to reject this game try and bid 3 spades. And Lorenzini will carry on to four spade anyway.
Yes, I agree. The only thing going for him is the 3 little clubs is actually a positive.
It's, I would call it a neutral. I wouldn't call it a positive, might be a little optimistic. But in your ace queen of diamonds, if there is a diamond finesse, it figures to be on side, although we can see here it's not. But as we know, all north south has to do is not go for a number, and the match is over. But the C doesn't know that.
No, east west have to not go for a number. North south need a number. They need 6 spades. They need 6 spades doubled.
North south are on Fleisher's team.
Oh, you're right. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it absolutely backwards then. They need the other guy's got to make game in order to win.
Right.
All right, I'm calling it quits, guys. They're just going to make 4 spades. And they'll either make 10 tricks or 11 tricks, depending on which way they take the spade finesse. They're going to lose a club, a heart, and a spade.
So Lorenzini has a spade, a heart, and a club that he could all lose. Feels like, I guess he could lose control if the spades are